I'm Nathan.
And I'm Megan.
And we're the Glens. We're in the kitchen at the White Pillars in Biloxi, Mississippi.
And we're getting ready for their big event, Bourbon and Pearls.
I'm Wade Houck. I'm with Gulf Coast Culinary Society. A few of us got together a few months back and said, you know, why are we not showcasing the food on the Gulf Coast? We have such a tremendous product here. And we all got together and said, let's just create our own event, figure a way to give back to our local community. So for this event, we're showcasing local product, we're showcasing local chefs, and in the end, we're giving back to feeding the Gulf Coast. We figured this is a good way for us to come together, have a good time, have a great meal, but still do something good and give back to the coast.
I'm Sumrall. I'm the chef owner here at the White Pillars. We're happy to be hosting the first event for the Gulf Coast Culinary Society. So we're doing a multi-chef coursed dinner, a collaborative dinner. One of the chefs eloquently put it at kind of a culinary jam session. Each chef's responsible for a different course, including my sous chef who's doing the hors d'oeuvres and my pastry chef who's doing the dessert. It's fun. It's always a good time. It really is. Everybody here cares about food, and of course only invited chefs that have a similar opinion about food and approach food the same way that we do.
I want to make sure the Gulf Coast is a foodie destination, and there's no better way to do that than to celebrate right here at White Pillars. And some of the chefs we brought in, it's amazing. We have James Beard Award winner back there.
Thank you very much, and enjoy your meal tonight.
Thanks, Chef.
Yeah.
This is really what it's all about. You got a group of chefs that come together, working as a team to put out some of the most incredible food I have seen coming out of Mississippi in a long time.
My name is Chris Hastings. I'm the chef and the owner of the Hot and Hot Fish Club and Oven Bird in Birmingham, Alabama. Tonight, the diners should expect to taste the real individuality of each one of these four chefs. Scott brings his Asian background. Derek brings his Mississippi boy in Jackson. He brings all of his life's experience. Austin, same, and myself the same, but we all have different palates. Each one of these dishes are going to be markedly different, but yet they're all going to carry a similar commitment to quality and their own personal style and a passion for what they do that just makes their dishes unique. The world needs more of that.
My name is Scott Meinke, and I'm the chef owner of Fat Sumo Sushi in Pat's Christian, Mississippi. This is new style sashimi with hamachi, which is yellowtail. It's got a house-made plum wine ponzu, and it's finished with a little bit of sesame oil, a fried seaweed chip with a jalapeno matchstick.
Sashimi dish is always going to be a lighter dish. It's raw fish, you know, which really just plays on the flavors of what comes from the ocean. And I mean, being down here in Biloxi, it really works with what we're trying to achieve here.
We're doing a bone marrow crusted oyster. Shucked 300 oysters today right out of the Gulf, farm raised over in Alabama. They're delicious, salty. They're excellent. I mean, you're not going to get an oyster better than this anywhere in the South.
The oysters that we're having tonight are from Pointy Pen Oyster Farm. They're grown in Sandy Bay, Alabama. They're grown by Mr. Steve Crockett and Mr. Hugh McClure. And they was the first oyster farm in the state of Alabama.
They've never been in the mud. They've been protected from their predators, and we take care of them. Hugh knows the name of every single oyster he touches.
We harvested them yesterday afternoon, so they're very fresh, less than 24 hours old.
We're roasting these tonight with a little bone marrow on top. Excellent.
It's just all about the heat, controlling the heat.
It really is amazing. So happy.
The oysters were amazing.
I'm Jonathan Maizano, owner of Maizano's Fine Wine and Spirits in Ocean Springs. Kicking off the event with a little bourbon. I make multiple trips to Kentucky and hand select barrels where I taste the master distiller. So what I look for are barrels that have unique flavors, and when I find my favorite, I purchase the entire barrel. They're all logoed Maizano's Fine Wine and Spirits, and they're exclusively available at my shop in Ocean Springs as long as the barrels may last.
I am Stephanie, I'm the pastry chef here at White Pillars. Tonight for our final course, I'm doing a caramel chocolate mousse. It's paired with a fouilletine crunch and then a dulce de leche ice cream with sea salt on top.
Anytime that you can sit down with 4 or 5 amazing chefs, eat spectacular food, and still benefit the needy, a great way to help out your community. And we have 100 people here this evening helping our cause.
I have never been at a chef's table like this before. There's so many fantastic chefs cooking these wonderful meals, and they're bringing it to us personally, explaining what's in the dish, and they've all been fantastic. I've been surprised 3 times. Thought my food was going to taste like one thing, and it tasted much better in a completely different direction. I couldn't be happier.
Austin and I actually both worked under Chris Hastings at Hot and Hot. Like a family coming back together, working together again, and like I said, Chris has really helped mentor a lot of great chefs across the South. All of these young people who've come together to do great work on behalf of a great charity tonight, and I'm just glad to be part of this. I'm honored.
So right now I'm about to dine on Chris Hastings' dish, and he's really combined a lot of the local flavors. He's got, I think, some snapper cheek and shrimp and crab and kind of everything good about living on the Gulf Coast, and he put it in one dish, and I'm about to really enjoy it.
It looks amazing.
Phenomenal. Phenomenal.
The Culinary Society is basically a chance for us to showcase everything that's great about the Gulf Coast. The ingredients we have, the chef talent that we have, and our culture and history. We really believe that people connect via food, and this is a perfect way for us to showcase it.
Yes, you're joining a social club, but all of the money you give us goes right back into the local community, and that's what our goal is, to make sure we give back.
White Pillars was a restaurant, started in the 60s and went to the 80s. That's been closed for almost 30 years. We reopened last year, December of 2017, and we're just excited to be back and in action, and we do farm-to-table, local seasonal cuisine. We try to uplift the products that Mississippi has bountifully, and we're pulling beautiful fish right out of the Gulf, right across the street, just trying to treat food respectfully. We do a lot of different styles of food on our menu, but everything that we do is sourced locally, and it's all fresh and never frozen, and everything we make in-house. It's a beautiful old historic building with a lot of nostalgia and history throughout. It's just awesome. It's a great place to work.
End of the night, it's been a great event. They're plating all the desserts up, going out to the tables.
The White Pillars of Biloxi.
Another incredible reason to visit Mississippi.